Hey y'all, this is Friday, March 24th, and going on 11 o'clock my time in Alabama. I'm about to do my makeup, but I'm gonna say this really fast because I don't want to bore anybody, but y'all, maybe I should have let y'all know from the very first makeup video I posted almost 2 months ago. I am not an expert. I'm not putting anything out here as expert advice. I'm just letting everybody know this is how I do things. And if you see something I'm doing that I could do better, I appreciate your comments. And out of 251 subscribers now, and I've had a couple since I read them off the other day, I will get to that later. You new subscribers, I appreciate y'all watching, and I'm glad you're here. But out of 251 subscribers, and y'all, as the saying goes, there are some that rather be cursed than ignored. Well, if you're thinking I'm going to curse anybody out, that won't happen. And this should be like water off a duck's back. Like I said the other day, we're always going to have that one person that's going to have something to say, no matter how right you do some things. They're going to pick out some things that you're not doing right and going to rub it all in your face. But I'm just going to say it like this. I'm going to use a Bible verse to try to say what I'm saying here. And you can look it up if you want to. It's Proverbs 27:17. And it goes about like this. Iron sharpeneth iron, and so does the countenance of a man's friend or woman's. I don't mind criticism at all. And don't y'all think I'm taking offense by saying, I think you need to do this, or I think you need to do this, or so forth and so forth. I am putting my way of doing things here. So, hey, you know, like the highlighter up here, and you don't have to go back with another brush. I started doing this makeup thing just for the fun of it and for diversion. You know, we all have to deal with a lot of negativity in life. And to me, it was kind of like an escape from the negative stuff for a little bit. And overall, I have thoroughly enjoyed y'all's comments. But there was one girl on here, and she said she had a 15-year-old daughter. I'm sorry, darling, I can't remember your name. I'd have to go back to the comments. But their little 15-year-old, I don't know, she said, I don't know how she saw your videos, but she told me I should watch Becky. And I'm like, oh, that's sweet. Well, little darling, if you're watching this, learn it from a 57-year-old. Everybody that smiles at you and talks sweet to you doesn't necessarily mean they're your friend. There's an opposite to that. Although there can be some that say not so kind things to you and may not treat you nicely all the time, that doesn't mean they're your enemy either. You just have to balance. But anyways, enough of all this nonsense. I've spent way more longer than what I intended. But there's just this one, and y'all could have seen some of her comments. And I'm not even going to say her title, her subscription name. But she's calling me out for some things. And this is to be expected. This is social media, and you are going to get smacked regardless. Even if you're 100% right, you are going to get smacked. But this is what I don't get about you, and you know that you know who you are. You're saying all these things, but you're not giving me any advice. If you want to criticize, continue to criticize, but help me out. And I also went to see if you have videos up, like from makeup or something. I'm like, well, if she's got videos up or things like that, she has nothing on her channel. I'm like, well, I'll go to her channel and see what she does. But there's nothing there. So, darling, if you want to critique, if you want to say about things I'm doing wrong outside of maybe I should get my daughter to show me how to put makeup on, give me some advice. You know, this is also biblical, but it's true. This is not exactly the verse, but the gist of it is, you'll win so many more with honey, by using honey instead of another means. That's it. Now, that's enough of that nonsense. So I'm going on with my day. I'm about to put my makeup on, and I'm going to put some of this primer under my eye right now. And listen again, for you new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. I never really thought I'd have 250 subscribers ever. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I think, matter of fact, maybe 3 weeks ago now, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I'd gone to a rodeo, and I popped on my YouTube, and at that time I had like 50 or less subscribers, and I got back home that night and said, you've got over 100 subscribers. I'm like, woo, woohoo. I'm not on here to go viral with anything, because that ain't gonna happen. But as long as I'm doing this and y'all want to comment, and I love hearing y'all to where you're from, talking tips about not just makeup, gardening, pets, and Allie still hasn't had her kittens yet, and I'm about to go crazy with that. I know they're close. They've got to be close. Beautiful weather here today too, by the way. Well, it's not as pretty as what it was yesterday, but the temperatures are good enough that I can wear a tank top and shorts and still sit here and sweat. I'm loving it. And y'all, look, I got some sun yesterday. Yeah. Okay, back to the makeup. I got sidetracked there for a second. Okay, so I put that primer on. Now I'm going to use L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. That's what I'm using today, and I'm almost out of it, and I'm hoping I can get some out of this. And y'all, I am, Lord willing, I'm getting me a makeup brush. When you never use things and you don't really think about it, I hadn't thought about it when I'm out, you know? Okay, I can't get this one off. I thought maybe I could scrape some out of the bottle. Well, I'm not using this today. And I know some of y'all have said that my makeup kind of looks too yellow, but y'all, I know it looks this way probably on this video here, but it's really not as yellow as what it looks. So I'm just gonna use this one right here, and it's Milani, and it says light beige. You wouldn't think light beige would be yellow, but that's the one I used yesterday. So just because I say it's kind of yellow, I'm going to mix some of this CoverGirl with it and see if I can tone down that yellowness. Look at that flop. Age. Okay. Okay. And this may be a little bit too much makeup, but maybe I won't put it all on. I'm just using some of this to tone down the yellowness. But again, it really doesn't look yellow in real life. Okay, that's probably a little bit too much makeup, but here it goes. And I just blend it right there. And yeah, maybe I'm using the wrong technique in doing this, but this is how I do it. And sorry you don't like the way I do it. Not. I need to shut up. Okay. It's supposed to be about in the lower 80s here today. I hope it doesn't rain because I want to get back out there in my yard and work. Okay. And it does look like I'm pressing kind of hard, but not always. Makeup's wanting to drag for some reason. Okay, let's... I do hope we have been through our last freeze. Coming up on April, and in Alabama, you really never know what to expect with temperatures and weather. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna be working out in the yard, and if I get hot, this is gonna get, I'm gonna sweat it off. But I'm just doing this just to do it for right now. Oh fudge, you know what I forgot to do? I meant to put this on. I forgot. I got my attic fan going, which is not a good thing because I know what's going on. It's pulling all that pollen in. It's pulling all the pollen in. Okay. All right. My highlighter. Same thing, Wet n Wild. And you know what? I am going to get my daughter, Lord willing, I am going to get my pretty little girl to put my makeup on. And we'll just, you know what? I'm going to get her to put my makeup on, and I'm going to put her makeup on. And let's just see who does it better. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow, being it's Saturday, if she doesn't have to work. Okay. And y'all, I'm sorry. I told y'all I was gonna do this. The lipstick thing, you know, I told you what our moms and grandmothers used to use for rouge. And I was using that up until probably up until like maybe last year. Because every time that I tried to use a solid and I would put it on, it always turned out splotchy, and I didn't like the way it looked. And that was like years ago. So I started using lipstick, any color lipstick, and putting it on and using I had a sponge type thing, and I would blend it in. And to me, it looked more natural than this. But for some reason, I just started doing this, and this is what I'm doing. And this is MAC. I've already told y'all since I've been doing this, this stuff is so concentrated. This stuff will probably last me 10 years. Seriously. You know, you put some on, and then you gotta make sure you don't get too much. And looks like I got too much. I'll just kind of blend it in with that highlight. Okay. I wonder if I could use one of these for a makeup brush. What do you think? Just wash it off and start using this as I mean, it's a makeup brush. Is there any particular kinds of makeup brushes you got to use, or is it just any of them? Just a thought. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, that's that. I need some lipstick. My lips are dry. I don't know what color this is, but I'm using it. And this is the one that's so pink. Gotta tone it down. Too pink. And that's a little better. Y'all, I've said it 100 times already. I love this little thing. It's good by itself, and it's good for doing just that, toning your lipstick down if it's not the color you want. And I would imagine pink isn't the only thing. They may have like a gold color or a reddish, I don't know, but this is really good. It's Nivea. I got that right? No, I had it upside down. Nivea. I do like that little thing. What next? Makeup. And this is my Five Below palette. I use it a lot. And there's my CoverGirl eyeliner in my little brush thing. I was looking all over the place for it yesterday. Why would I have put that there? I don't know. And my brush. Yeah, clean that brush off. Yep, and I don't really care because, like I said, I'm going out in the yard, and hey, we'll just do, because it's spring, and I think this is kind of pink. And if I don't like it, I'll come back in and I'll tone it down with brown. This is gonna look crazy. Yeah, I keep looking at my phone. I really need my mirror, but my mirror's in the other bathroom. So I'm looking at my phone. Close mouth. Oh yeah, that's pink. I am going to tone that down. Yeah. Twirl it. Okay, now I'm going to tone it down because that's way too pink, and I don't care if I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to look like a petunia, a pink petunia. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back in, and I'm going to take that little shade right there, kind of like a sandy color, and I'm gonna go all over the place with that. Sometimes I like to leave the makeup off the lid because to me it kind of, or put like a white, creamy, light color, because to me that just kind of lightens your eyes a little bit. It doesn't make them look so dark. Okay, that was a color. And see, I toned it down some. Not so pink, not so drastic. And that's it. That's it, folks. That's it for the eyeshadow. Now CoverGirl go. This is CoverGirl. They've always been good on their eyeliners. And I do like the fact I don't have to sharpen the thing, because I think we waste way more in that sharpener than what we wear. I have to look in this other mirror for this. And like I said, I don't always take it all the way to the corner. And it's not perfect, that's good enough. I do hope this is not picking up the music in the background. Somebody's got their music playing on my back porch, and I'm always afraid if you can hear it too much, I may get, what do you call it? They may pull the video because of, what do you call it, copyright. So YouTube, if you hear any music on the background, I can't help it. Okay. And this, and I don't remember saying anything like wind blowing your mascara off. And if somebody's thought I said wind blowing your mascara off, they misunderstood what I meant. My eyes water when I get out into the wind. They water. And if you don't have waterproof mascara on, yeah, the wind is going to make my eyes tear, and it's going to wash off the non-waterproof mascara. So yes, wind for me makes my mascara come off. I just want to clear that up. Because obviously someone misunderstood what I said. It was only that one person. Who else can put your mascara on or your eyeliner on without holding your mouth open? I have a hard time doing that. Okay, that's that on that. Let's try it. Try it a little bit. Plus the fan feels good. Anybody else still in menopause? I've always been cold-natured. Always. You can ask my kids, my family. I've always been cold-natured. I would be the one sitting in front of a space heater on a July day when the house is freezing cold because everybody else is hot-natured. I would be that person sitting in front of my space heater. Yeah. Not anymore. It's like somebody said the other day, you know, you feel like your insides have been microwaved. But on a good note, it doesn't last long. It passes fast, so that's good. And for you poor girls that hadn't started going through it yet, be prepared. Oh, and let me tell you this. I was talking to Rob, commenting with Rob, about our gardens and what we plant and so forth. And I'll get to it in a second. It's hard to talk when I'm doing this. This is just a garden or a cooking tip here. Last year, we planted zucchini and squash, yellow squash. And they produced a lot. Just a couple of plants, I think. I might have had 4 squash, 2 zucchini, maybe 3 zucchini, because it seems like the zucchini produced more than the yellow squash did. Anyways, I could eat it every day. I love fresh vegetables, love them. And I never really got tired of them, but my husband was like, if I eat another piece of zucchini, I'm going to turn into a zucchini. He's New Yorker. That was my New Yorker accent. And we were talking to some other friends about having so much zucchini. Anyway, to get to it, one of my friends recommended making lasagna out of zucchini. Now, y'all probably tried this, but this was news to me. And we did it last summer, and I can't wait to get some zucchini because lasagna is one of my favorite dishes anyway. But y'all, that was the bomb. It was so good. You just slice that zucchini lengthwise and try to keep it as thin as you could get it. And then you did your meat sauce and you started layering, making a lasagna out of those pieces. Y'all, it was delicious. Now, Rob also said, and I didn't think about doing this, but I will remember to keep it from being watery. She said she would salt the zucchini strips down and then go back and pet it. I'm thinking about my cat. Pat it with a towel, paper towel, to get the excess moisture liquid, and that would keep your lasagna from being too wet, because I don't like a wet lasagna. Just thought I'll pass that to you too. So, and Lord willing, when my zucchini starts coming in, I plan to do a video on that. But dear friends, this is it. This is it from an unexpert. I'm not an expert. This is how I do my makeup. Glad y'all are watching. I hope others continue to watch or come on and watch too. But I'm gonna go brush my hair out, put it up and twist it up in a clip, and I'm gonna go out there and see what I can do outside while the temperatures are cooperating with my attire today. So, hope I didn't bore y'all. And thanks for letting me know where you're from when y'all subscribe. And as long as I have the chance, I will comment back, or I will at least acknowledge your comment by thumbs up. I enjoy hearing from y'all. I love hearing about where you're at, your life hacks, and whatever else. Keep them coming. And maybe this weekend I can get my daughter to put my makeup on, and I'll do hers, and we'll see who did it better. Okay, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy your weekend. See ya.